Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Still Thursday, 4th day of September 2025. State of emergency is a security response to a place that is not stable. If there is an urgent need to stabilize the place through a military action and so on and so forth, a state of emergency could be declared in that place. State of emergency also implies the suspension of constitution in a partial way, because that place will be ruled by the military. Helicopter will float up. They will, go down with military to make sure that they will capture the people who are constituting the insecurity in the area. This was the exact plea, the exact request from the Northern Elders Forum. Yes, yesterday the Northern Elders Forum asked Tinubu to declare state of emergency in the north over worsening insecurity. Actually, it was the day before yesterday, the second, that they asked Tinubu to do this. Tinubu did not give them a positive response because Tinubu just promised that he will work towards the implementation of state police. And this will take long, and it has been taking a lot of time talking about it every now and then. The Northern Elders Forum needed a very urgent intervention because the bandits now control who pass the road, who don't pass the road in so many places, not everywhere, in so many places. Who goes to market, who does not go, who will go to the farm to harvest, have you paid your tax to them? The life they are living now in most of these areas that is, grievously affected, they are living the life of slaves under these people. The law they obey is no longer, law of a nation, but law of the terrorists. The terrorists dictate what happened, and their children sees those terrorists like celebrities. I show you the video how they were, snapping picture with terrorists. Is that the life you people want to live? Anyway, now the Northern Elders Forum are angry with Tinubu. In so many cultures in Nigeria, when you disobey the elders, they call it a slap. So literally, Tinubu slapped the Northern Elders Forum. He slapped them because after they have demanded that Tinubu should declare state of emergency, do you know what Tinubu did? As you can see, job getting Tinubu just out of Abuja for 10-day annual leave in France, in UK. Tinubu run. Leaving them, you on your own. Carry your cross. Carry your cross. You see, these are the reason why when people look at African leaders, China can summon all of them to China. North Korea, South Korea can summon all of them will just troop to South Korea. If Trump wants them to come, Trump will summon them like slaves. The whole president will stand up and go to America. Even ordinary countries in the EU here, if any one of them want to summon the whole African president, it's a matter of telling them that, oh yeah, come, I'll borrow you people money. All of them will jet out and go to that country. You see the reason why they don't respect them, they seize them like slaves, is because they can't be fire on the mountain you are traveling. Other countries of the world, if their people are dying like this, wherever the president is, they will return back home. But in Nigeria case, it's a different case entirely. This is the period where Tinubu have to start traveling, run to here, run to here, run to here. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Now, he traveled 10 days. Who is he handing power to? Nobody. The real people are dying. The insecurity is increasing every now and then. From Borno, Sokoto. All right. Tinubu departs to London today. Whether it's in London or France, I don't even know. I don't even know where Tinubu is traveling to. But all we know is that Tinubu is traveling. But we don't know where he is traveling to. Anyway, you see, this is a very bad situation we have found ourselves, and it is so terrible. It is so terrible. Now, let us focus the main deal about the insecurity that led the Northern Elders to tell Tinubu to declare the state of emergency. You that is watching me, this video now at this moment is between us. Have you ever asked yourself questions? Is there any country in the world where a sitting governor will say that the Federal Capital Territory, where the president lives, asks them not to fight terrorists, and the terrorists are killing like 100 people minimum every 2 days, and the government asks you not to fight it? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Have you ever asked yourself, is there any country where people will be bold, come to national television to tell you that the federal government is paying the bandits every month? Have you seen any country like that? And everybody is mute. DSS is mute. Why? Because when you listen to Kunde Ondawumi, his revelation on Channels Television, Kunde Ondawumi told us that DSS is aware who are sponsoring insecurity, the motive why they are sponsoring insecurity, the people they are using. Say any IA are aware, DIA they are aware of everything that is going on. Babadati Ahmed went to Channels Television day before yesterday. He still repeated everything. DSS knew what they were saying. They know everything. The question is you that is watching me. How come? How far? Is this how we are going to continue like this? No. Is this how? Because this is just us. Think about your children now. Think about your children. Think about like next 2 generations to come. If this thing continues like this unchallenged, how is it going to be in the next 20 years to come? How is it going to be? Like this? Every day people are dying? Now, the rate of people that are dying now is running very close to birth rate. The death rate is running, pursuing the birth rate. I'm not talking about people who are dying because of old age. We are talking about people who are dying because of insecurity, which is the primary responsibility of every government who knows what they are doing. The other, what I do see in Nigeria is scary. You see governors coming to national television to tell you they are importing Fulanis from all over the country, that they are global citizens. Everybody keep quiet. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of charm do they use on us. What kind of charm actually? What kind of charm? Everybody just keeping quiet. Sometimes this thing is laughable. It's laughable. The governor of Zamfara is telling you the terrorists, number 3 most wanted terrorists in the world. I can see their location in my phone. I can see their location here. But when I send my troop to go and kill them, they ask my troop to withdraw back, not to fight them. Everybody, the country is very cool. I repeat again, our fathers have lost their voice. They have lost their voice. They can't talk. They keep telling us that the country is going to work because it is working for their business because of the population in Nigeria. So they don't want anything to affect what they are doing as far as it is okay for them. What about others? You are just talking about yourself. We are talking about 200 million of people. You are talking about yourself. You see the problem of a black man? A black man will fight for himself alone. A black man will just fight for himself. A black man will make sure that I have the money, I have the security. Every other people are slaves. This is the reason why those people who came to colonize Africa, they were able to capture slaves easily, because with glass, people can sell their people. They can sell their children with ordinary louvers. Give them anything, they will just sell their people. I am highly disappointed at the elders, influencers we have. Some people are trying their best. I will not ignore that. Some people are really trying their best. But the elders are not putting their voice. We have so many of them. So many of them, including Woloshoyinka them. There are so many. What are they contributing to the death? That all these people think that this is just a movie. Anyway, it is what it is, Any country that 9 terrorist organization is operating freely, the country has been mapped out for disruption. And I do not see any reason why Nigerian politicians should continue to pretend in the face of the reality on ground. I hardly see no reason why they should be pretending. Like I was talking to a policeman. This is not an official conversation, so just talking to him like someone you know. He was telling me that if the APC administration leaves it, that there are going to be a lot of secrets that will be exposed. I say, and that is the reason why they will do everything possible to continue to retain it. There is no secret anymore that they imported terrorists, that they're asking the SS not to release the information in their hands, according to Kunde Ondawumi. that UAE, on September 15, 2021, they released the names of terror sponsors in Nigeria, and the federal government turned their back on it. Whose secret are they going to? We know all these things. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm Uncle Chappie Masami, conflict reporter. Let me know what you think about this.